Hello, friend. Welcome to More Than a Milspouse. I'm Christine, your host, fellow military spouse, and certified intuitive life coach, here to help you reclaim your identity, unlock your potential, and live a life that truly lights you up. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt the spark of an idea? A whisper in your heart that says this could be something. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's a hobby, a creative project, a dream, simply a new version of yourself, and you can feel it, and yet life gets busy. Doubt creeps in. You tell yourself you'll start when things calm down or when life gets a little less crazy, but then it never happens. So today we are talking about 5 keys to help bring your creation, your dream to life, because you were made to create and not just have a dream. So let's talk about what you can do to turn that dream into reality. Welcome to More Than a Milspouse, the podcast for military spouses who want to live with more meaning and less overwhelm. I'm your host, Christine, seasoned military spouse, mom of 3, life coach, and your guide to intentionally designing a life you're excited about as a military spouse. I'm here to help you get the clarity you need so you can get unstuck and unlock your purpose and potential. Because you, my friend, are more than a milspouse. You have something valuable to offer. And when you pursue the things that light your heart on fire, you trade frustration for fulfillment and isolation for a life of impact. It's time to discover who you are meant to be, because together we can change the world. Here's the reality, friend. I know so many spouses that have buried dreams because of military life and because the timing hasn't worked out, because of the move, because of the deployment, because of you name it. It never happens. It just stays an idea. I think if we were to be honest with ourselves, we could all come up with ideas that we've had that we've never taken action on. So how do we begin to change that? How do we take a dream and make it a reality? Well, we could go from the very practical standpoint, but today I want to approach this a little bit differently. And the content for what we're talking about today really comes from a book I just finished reading called Unleashed by Kira Brinton. And I will link that in the show notes. But she gave 5 keys to really helping bring a creation to life. And 2 of the ones on her list were things that I was already thinking about having a deep dive on in this podcast. So I was like, well, this is a great launching off point for what we need to talk about in the coming weeks. So I'm going to give you what she says are the 5 keys to helping bring a dream, a creation to life. Now, a couple of these you might be able to guess, but I think a couple of them may surprise you. The first thing she says we need to bring a creation to life is to get comfortable feeling good. Now, what in the world does that even mean? Life is hard. Life is going to have challenges, and often our purpose, the thing that we want to bring to life, comes out of the pain that we have experienced in life. That's why you hear people talk about pain being transformed into purpose. Then we assume that pain means progress, that anything good that comes out has to come through effort and difficulty and challenge. And she says, while pain can activate creation, the thing that you feel called to do, that spark, it's actually feeling good that allows it to bring it to life. In other words, bringing a creation to life comes from feeling good. So what do we mean by feeling good? It's really this sense of joy, contentment, gratitude that helps bring the creativity to life. But here's the question. How much of the time do you feel guilty for feeling good? Because we look at everything that could be going wrong, all the things that there are to worry about, and we feel like we need to carry the weight of the world. And sometimes it's really hard for us to just feel good. But the more that we practice gratitude, that we celebrate small wins, that we let ourselves look at the progress that we have made, the accomplishments that we have, and just feel good about that, we are letting that energy of creativity in. So notice what brings you energy and do more of that. When you allow yourself to feel good, you create from this space of joy and overflow rather from the place of worry and depletion and burnout. That creative spark is what really makes a difference and allows whatever it is you're trying to bring to life to flourish and to grow and to make a difference in the lives of others. So start by getting comfortable feeling good. Number 2, make time for creation. Now, you probably could have guessed this one, but the truth is that if we don't carve out the time, it's never going to happen. Every creation needs time. No one else is going to create the time for you, whether it's writing your book or whether it's a piece of artwork or whether it's baking cookies, whatever it is that is on your heart. If you don't create the space, nobody else will. Your schedule is going to get filled up by somebody else's priorities if you don't prioritize your own. If you want to have the time to create something, you have to make the space for it. And it may not be convenient. It might not be long. It might be just 10 minutes a day. But 10 minutes a day doing the thing that is on your heart is going to lead you a lot closer to that dream than 0 minutes a day. So it's finding and carving out intentional space in your calendar to make it happen. It has to be something that you prioritize, that you decide this is important enough to do before other things. Yes, the dishes may not get done right away, but I carved out 10 minutes to do the thing on my heart. What is one small pocket of time that you could dedicate to something that matters to you? Because the truth is, showing up consistently will always beat waiting for the right time, for the perfect time, for the time when nothing else is happening. It just never seems to happen. You have to create the time for the things that matter to you. So number 2 is make time for creation. Number 3 is to embrace play. Yes, play. If you want to keep creating, you have to make space for play in your life. And this is one of the topics that I was reading another book all about play and the importance of having play in our life. And I think this is one of those things where it's easy to discount play as something that's nice to have rather than a necessity in our life. I am absolutely guilty of this, especially when my kids were younger and I felt like everyone else was controlling my time. And I was like, play, that's something that kids do, right? No, it's something that all of us need to do, especially if we want to activate the creative part of our brains. Play activates joy. It activates the right hemisphere of our brain, which is where creativity lives. When life feels heavy, when it feels serious, when it feels like you're just forcing yourself through the list of tasks in your day, that's when creativity starts to dry up. Play brings back that sense of creativity. It brings back that creative spark. So, what can you do to help reconnect to that playful, curious, childlike part of you? Maybe that means dancing, doodling, going outside, trying something new, signing up for a class. I had a conversation the other day with a friend who talked about one of the things that was activating her creativity, that sense of play, and really feeding her soul was participating in local theater. So think outside the box here. What is one way that you can incorporate play into your life? Play does not take you away from your purpose. It helps you step into it. Play will activate creativity in your life. We have to embrace play. Number 4, take care of your nervous system. And this is another thing that I really want us to dive deep into, because taking care of our nervous system is so important if we want to be able to unlock our potential, if we want to be able to do the things on our heart, if we want to be able to step out of the cycle of anxiety and worry and change our relationship to stress. It all starts with our nervous system. When you decide to bring something new into the world, whether it's a project, a message, a new version of yourself, you are stepping into the unknown. You don't know whether what you are creating is going to be good, whether it's going to be accepted, whether it's going to accomplish what you hope it accomplishes. Your brain is hardwired to keep you safe. And so it's going to tell you to do things that are comfortable, that are familiar, that have already been done. It's going to tell you to not be creative. It's going to send you signals and thoughts filling your head with, what if this doesn't work? What if people don't like it? What if I'm not ready? What if I'm not enough? That's your nervous system doing its job. But you cannot create from a state of survival. So if your body feels unsafe, it's shutting down creativity to protect you. So you have to learn how to regulate your nervous system and tell your body that you are safe and that you are meant to step into more, to step into the unknown, to create something that does not yet exist. You have to remind your body that it's okay. I'm safe. I can do this. So what does this actually look like? Well, we're going to unpack this more in a future episode, but starts with simple things like taking a few deep breaths, journaling, prayer, grounding exercises, taking a walk, connecting with someone you trust. The more that you create that sense of calm and safety within you, the more space you have to be creative, to bring that creation to life. And then number 5, last but definitely not least, seek support. You've probably heard the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that is absolutely true. We are better together. So, how do we find that support? Well, if you want to bring a creation to life or keep it alive, you really want to look at 2 types of support. First, a mentor or coach who can help you see what you can't, who can guide you, who can challenge you and remind you of what's possible when the doubt creeps in. And then the second component to this is a community that believes in you, celebrates you, and reminds you that you have what it takes for this journey. It is surrounding yourself with people who believe in your dream and you believe in theirs. So you're pushing each other on to create the thing that is on your heart. Creation is not meant to happen in isolation. We were designed to create in connection with others. Community is a momentum booster. In fact, the author, Kira Brinton, would say that a community of creators is essential for your success. So, do you have a community? Do you have support? Do you have someone who can help you grow to achieve whatever it is on your heart? Because the truth is, you don't have to do this by yourself, and you probably shouldn't try. The more that you surround yourself with people who support you, encourage you, and will cheer you on, the more likely you are to achieve whatever it is that is on your heart. 5 keys to help bring your dream, your creation to life. Number 1, get comfortable feeling good. Number 2, make time for it. Number 3, play. Number 4, take care of your nervous system. And last but not least, seek support. Creation isn't about pushing and striving. It's about surrender. It's about aligning with joy, about carving out space and allowing what's inside of you to take shape in the world. You, my friend, have something to offer the world. You were created to create, and it's time to bring that creation to life because you are the only one that can bring whatever it is on your heart to life. Now, if you need that support, I would love to help you with that. You can go to the link in the show notes and find all of the ways that we can work together. If you would like to book a coaching session with me, we'll get clear on your vision for what it is you want to create, what's keeping you stuck, and help you map out your next steps so that you get closer to the creation. So you bring that dream to life. And if you are needing that connection, that community, that is why I created the More Than a Milspouse Facebook community. This is a space for you if you are ready to grow, to create, to live with purpose. If you want to be cheered on, if you want others to cheer you on, come join us inside because you don't have to do this alone. You have what it takes to bring the dream to life. You have the power to create something meaningful starting today. You are more than a milspouse, and I can't wait to see you bring your creation to life. Until next time, may you live filled, fueled, and full of joy. Hey, amazing milspouse. Before you go, I want you to know that I love hearing from you. The More Than a Milspouse community exists to help you thrive as a military spouse. Figure out what lights your heart on fire and empower you to live with purpose and impact. You can have an incredible impact simply by heading over to iTunes to subscribe and leave a review. But your impact doesn't stop there. You can empower those around you simply by sharing an episode with a friend or neighbor, someone who needs a little encouragement in this military life. And if this episode was meaningful to you, spread the love by taking a screenshot of this episode and tagging me on Instagram so we can continue to reach more people, change more lives, and shift the way that military spouses look at life. Because we are better together. Together, we can change the world. Let's do it.